The No Fade channel checking in, and on this episode of Community Cultivation, I'll be showing you 3 tricks to get your iPhone running like new and save you from having to buy a new one. Like most people, my 2.5-year-old iPhone had been running at a snail's pace after Apple forced me to download their latest software release. If you're like me, then you want to get as much life out of your phone as possible before being forced to shell out money for a new one. Today, I'm going to show you 3 tricks that I used to get my phone running like new. But before you even start, you need to back up your phone. So any photos, contacts, files, or music that you want to save, now's the time to do it before we dive in. Trick number 1, and the only one that's going to cost you any money, is to have your battery replaced. Even with all the improvements in the lithium batteries that are used in today's smartphones, your battery still has a limited shelf life. Okay, Apple says that their phone batteries are good between 500 and 600 charges. And after that, you really see a huge drop in battery life, and subsequently with their iOS 11 release, the drop in battery life also results in poor performance on your iPhone. So how do you test your battery? The easiest way is to download an application that's free called Battery Life. I'm going to put the photo of what the application icon looks like right here. You download it, you run it, it gives you a score on your battery and it gives you an idea of where you stand. Another way is to call the Apple 800 number. I'll put that right here, and they can remotely test your battery using analytics. That's another way. The third way, and probably the most convenient, because if you're watching this video, you're going to want to get your battery replaced anyway, is to go into the Apple Store. They can actually test your battery there with you right next to it. When I went in, they said that my battery had 750 charges and was completely useless. So they definitely recommended a battery changeout. The good thing about Apple battery changeouts is that starting in 2018, they reduced the price from $80 to $30. So it makes absolutely no sense for you to do the battery replacement yourself. If you bring it into the store, they'll do it for you. Just a couple disclaimers. 1, make sure you have an appointment, because if you go into the store with no appointment, you will be waiting forever. 2, a battery replacement takes about 90 minutes if they don't have a huge backup. So do expect it to take some time. And as a side note, if you don't have an iPhone, some battery replacements can be extremely easy depending on your smartphone. So certainly look into it. And again, I highly recommend changing out your battery if you've had your phone for a number of years. Trick number 2, you want to reset your phone to the factory original state. Over the years of use, you get random apps, photos, music stored on your phone, even malware you don't even know is there. Oftentimes you think you've removed stuff and you haven't. So what this trick does is put your phone in a state where it erases everything on it, and it starts off fresh, as though you just pulled it out of the box and you have to set it up again. While it is a nuisance to have to download all of your applications and import all of your contacts and music, etc., it is completely worth it, and I highly recommend it. The last trick, trick number 3, is the least time consuming, but it is the biggest nuisance. With Apple's latest software release, there are a number of settings that slightly degrade your performance and your battery life. These settings are sending information back to Apple with regards to what ads they should be sending you and your location, small stuff like that. If you have a brand new phone, you don't even notice that that stuff is draining your performance or your battery life. But if you've got a used phone, you've got an old phone like I have an iPhone 6, you're trying to squeeze out every % of performance and battery life that you can. So what you need to do is take the time and go through these settings to check off the ones that you don't need. Now you're asking me, which ones do and don't I need? To keep this video as short as possible, I'm going to put links to the 2 extremely well written articles in the notes below. These articles are going to take you step by step on how to set up your phone to make sure that you have the correct settings that you need and that you've checked off and eliminated anything that benefits Apple but does you no good. It's important that you see these steps in front of you on your computer while you go through it on your phone. It's going to make things a lot quicker rather than me try to show you on the phone. If you take away one thing from today's video, it's this. You do not need to run out every 2 years and get a new expensive smartphone. All you need to do is invest a little bit of money and some time to clean up your current phone and get it running like new. These tricks work for your iPhone. They also work for any other smartphone that you have. Some of the smaller steps may be different, but the high-level concepts are the same. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed today's video, hit that subscribe button. This channel is dedicated to helping you improve your community. As usual, don't save anything for the trip back.